6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's game time. Connex5 here with the DM Sateca, Kings of Sateca one-on-one tournament. Right now, skAven is one map win away from being the King of Sateca from this cup. Aiko's got something to say about it, though. This is the grand final. skAven's the high seed, winner's bracket winner. So we just won map 1. We having a false start here? Maybe not. Oh. Alright, this is a false start. That's fine. Alright, so it looked like a little internet hiccup caused Aiko to call false start on that, so they went ahead and restarted. Gonna make sure everyone gets loaded in and all that good stuff, and then Aiko will probably click right back in. Looks like he's still having some packet loss issues.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's game time. Connex5 here in DM Sateca, Kings of Sateca tournament. As I was saying before, skAven is one map win away from being the King of Sateca. We've seen him push all the way through the winner's bracket. This is the grand finals. Aiko winning his way through the loser's bracket finals, make it to the grand finals. However, he's going to have to beat him in 2 best-of-3s. skAven already took map 1, so if skAven wins one of the next 2 maps, the tournament will be his. If Aiko can manage to win 2 in a row, that'll force a second best-of-3, winner of which will have the entire tournament be theirs. skAven off to a good start again this time. And this is bad news for Aiko. We've seen skAven get off to a good start both games, and as I mentioned before, I believe Aiko's playing style really requires him to play with a lead. And so for him to get behind a handful within the first few minutes, that would be a problem. I don't know that he really has a way to come back from that other than stepping outside of his normal play style. And that's obviously going to be, outside his normal strengths. So 3-0 already in the first minute. This is going all skAven's way. It's exactly what happened last map. It's exactly what he wants to happen again. Ooh, 100 armor comes up. Oh, Aiko jumps right over it. Thought he had it. Don't know if he had a packet loss spike there or what, but he just dove right over the top of it. We've seen that happen a few times this tournament. skAven able to capitalize, grabs it for himself, knows he has the advantage. Gonna push the issue. Probably go back and take that 50 armor. Yep, that's what he does. Misses the jump twice. If Aiko is watching this, he's got to be sitting there laughing, but not able to take advantage in any kind of way, but maybe grabbing some vials and weapons in the meantime. Oh, completely smashes skAven with some flat coming through that teleporter. skAven's going to get back up to 60 health, but Aiko now can do a little bit of damage and maybe get skAven on the run. Aiko's timing just a few seconds off there. Almost caught him with a good prediction combo back there. And now there's going to be a fight over 100 armor. Aiko out of position. skAven gets it untouched. And despite only having 45 health at the time, already going to make his way back up to that 50. And all of a sudden 120 armor and a couple health packs away from being fully sacked here. So prediction combos coming out by Eiko, not able to connect there, but almost had, it was a good predictive move. And just nobody connecting with much of anything right now. Oh, Eiko out in the open over here, caught by the rocket launcher. That's going to be a kill. skAven now on a killing spree. And a good predictive rocket right there, knowing exactly where the opponent's going to spawn and where they typically move from that. 100 armor is going to be up, however, and Eiko's going to have the upper hand in grabbing it. Makes it down to it. Needs to get out of that water, however. Combos come in, actually boost them back towards skAven. skAven going way down in health, though. Even a couple assault rifle shots will take skAven down, but I don't think Eiko knows that, and Eiko's pretty low in health himself. So content to run back and take control of this armor again. Eiko's health packs just now spawned, so he couldn't really get much damage out on Eiko while he was grabbing that 50 armor. Got about 10 seconds to that 100 armor. Eiko's going to make his way around and see if he can get in position ahead of time. Decides to drop down on top of it. Good move. Steals it from right under skAven's nose, and skAven now on the run with low health. Flak ball takes him out. That's a start for Eiko. Once again, however, I'm not sure if Eiko's natural playing style is going to lend itself towards being ultra aggressive and pushing up to get these spawn kills. Down by 4 with 10 minutes left. Plenty of time to come back, but I just feel like skAven is going to keep pushing this issue, and Eiko's going to need to win a few more fights, perhaps over the 100 armor again, to really make this turn around for him. Eiko sneaking through that middle, waiting the same path as before. Oh, he hears that teleport come through. Tons of damage. Almost gets a nice peak LG shot there. And he better get down to that 100 armor soon, or skAven's going to drop down. Doesn't. Opts to just try to spam it. So skAven might be real low in health. And Eiko, you see what Eiko did there? Pulled out that shield gun, negated that shock rifle by just pulling that shield gun up and running straight at him. Ends up not working out so well because he had the flat cannon up, but that's a good way to negate someone who just really likes shock taping you, like skAven has been doing all day long. Nice combo by skAven there, though. I'm going to go ahead and view the stats for a second, get an idea of how much damage is coming in and out for everyone. And once again, skAven just doing tons of damage. So even if your power-up control is even, if one player is just hitting more shots and just getting more damage output, I mean, that's really going to be hard to overcome for any player. As you see skAven being very patient there, allowing Eiko to jump into that water, flacking him twice to the face. That's a ton of damage output. Another flak right there. skAven doing a lot of shock taping earlier in the game, earlier in the matches. Seems to have settled into some flak right now, and given the shape of this map, I think flak is extremely powerful weapon for anyone who's really any good at it. Ooh, that flak ball going right by skAven's head. Instead, able to turn around with some damage on Eiko. So things just not going Eiko's way right now, as lots of shots are just whizzing by skAven's face, and it's turning into damage for skAven on Eiko. Ooh, skAven taking some damage there. Oh, able to get a kill with 7 health. If Eiko's around, he could finish him off with an assault rifle if he wanted to. Turns around, he's in his face. He should be able to take him out here. But that 100 armor is going to absorb a lot of damage. One more shot, and again, skAven down to 8 health this time. And Eiko just not able to finish him off. So tough breaks for Eiko here. Getting skAven so close. Finally gets the kill there. We're going to watch Eiko, see if he can go on any kind of run here. 7:30 left, 8 minutes. Not so bad. Aiko's going to need to start pushing a little harder, however. Oof, and the shock tape coming in. skAven just doing really, really well with that shock today, just juggling people non-stop. And whenever you can predict someone's movements as well as he has been on this map, that just makes those shock shots so much easier to hit. You know, even easier than they already are with being hit scanned. 7 minutes left. Aiko's going to head over to that 50 armor, see if he can't get some sort of advantage going on. And you know, if you're Aiko, at some point you have to start realizing that the vast majority of skAven's damage output is coming from the shock rifle. You don't typically like to tailor your playing style too hard to a given opponent, but when someone's just absolutely dominating you with one weapon, you know, at some point it would be silly not to. And I think Aiko needs to consider trying to simply deny that weapon, because by denying that weapon, maybe you can use it to deny some armors. And we're gonna watch the stats on skAven right now. Take a look at that. You see 900 damage and 1,000 coming in for flak, so 2/3 of the damage, we'll say, coming in between shock and flak. And of course, having the vast majority of the hundreds, well, maybe not vast majority, 6-4, but having the hundreds advantage, of course, always helpful. You see only 180 damage coming out from the shock for Aiko, as well as 500 for flak. So, I mean, skAven just putting out way more damage, up 13 now with 5.5 minutes left. And it looks like it's going to be pretty much academic at this point, as skAven is just on a roll and just continues to punish people with these shock and flak combinations, if you will. So you've got skAven now pushing Aiko away. You see, you try to attack from that room right there. You can get cut off. I want to say that's a new path added in this beta, so I'm not sure how easy it is for players to get used to all of a sudden having another angle of attack. But I know people have been playing this beta of the map. But that's an interesting area down there, because you can go from having the advantage to getting to the 100 armor to all of a sudden someone else can get there quicker, even if they catch a spawn right there. Meanwhile, skAven on the run now, taking a bunch of damage from Aiko. So killing spree finally ends. We're going to watch skAven go right after him with the minigun. Maybe try to get a second kill. Well, Aiko's a nice prediction shot by Aiko. Definitely had the has a health advantage here, so can push the issue. Don't know if you're going to be good for 13 kills in 4 minutes, but you can certainly try. And now every advantage is in Aiko's favor. Just needs to catch skAven in an advantageous position. Oh, you see a good move there, knowing that skAven's going to go for the 50 armor. Cuts him off, but, I mean, skAven just flat out outshoots him. 3 LGs in a row right there. Not shooting any ridiculous percentages with it, but that's a nice comeback there by Aiko to get a rebound kill, if you will. Heading back over to that 50 armor. We know skAven's going to be heading towards the 50 armor, so not a bad realization that you can try to get some prediction shots off. Some air rocks coming in there. Aiko's trying to whittle this lead down. As you see skAven diving towards that 50 armor once again. Oh, more rockets coming in. 100 armor gets grabbed, doesn't do him any good. Aiko all of a sudden playing like a Quake player, jumping in here with rockets all over the place. Oh, that may have been a dud rocket right there. Didn't hear a hit sound, definitely looked like it hit. Don't know if packet loss was a factor there, but of course Aiko's been playing with some packet loss spikes on and off here. And 2.5 minutes left. Aiko making a couple little runs here or there, but not really putting together anything sustained. So it's going to be pretty much impossible for him to make any kind of realistic comeback, but maybe put together some nice kills for a highlight reel. Some moral victory kills coming out. skAven, we see again this game getting way down in health and just making that last shot, and that's really tough if you're an opponent, because you can do 90% of the work and getting a kill, and then just all of a sudden at the very end they pop out one good shot, and you end up losing that battle. One thing skAven has shown a good tendency to do in this map too is run his routes through health. As you'll notice in this map, most of the health packs are going to be low in the map, whereas obviously most of the I don't know, sort of your advantageous position is going to be high in the map. You want to have the higher ground. So he's been doing a good job of weaving in and out and going back and forth between, you know, the weapons up top and the having the vantage point up top, and then picking up health when he gets damaged low, and then getting back up into an advantageous position, you know, heading towards those vials or the 50 armor that are up top as well. And you know, that just comes from playing the map and knowing the map. Ooh, a nice headshot coming out. He jumps away from that 50, heading towards those vials. Another LG shot on the spawner. Pops through another LG shot, so skAven just continues to be on a roll. I mean, really hasn't had a bad game all tournament from what I've seen. And we'll go ahead and look at these final statistics here.
20 seconds.
I mean, really what stands out to me is mainly just the damage given. I mean, you know, Aiko's done a good job
10,
contesting all the power-ups, stealing some of them away.
7,
But
6, 5,
when you're just getting flat-out outshot and out-damaged all the time,
1.
you know, even if you have an armor advantage, it's not going to do you any good. Pretty much the story of the entire tournament for skAven. Just been on a hot streak the whole time. Takes it, I believe, undefeated all the way through, if I'm not mistaken. So there you go. Your king of Sateca, Beta 7 at least, is going to be skAven. And we'll see if anyone's around to give any more info. I'm going to see if we can grab any info about maybe upcoming versions of the map or anything like that.